Yeah. Hey, we're live. All right. You already know what it is. Read the captions. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about. But first, hold on. Welcome to the East Side. All right. Pause. Being straight into it. Turn it off. Okay. All right, guys. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and share the live and let folks know what's going on because this is impromptu. This wasn't scheduled at all, but it had to happen real quick because we got to alley-oop for tomorrow and for next Wednesday. So tomorrow, our boys and girls are in the Final Four for the state championships. I'm going to be live streaming here tomorrow night. Make sure that y'all share the live. It's going to be both on my personal page and on the Albany Forward page. We're going to cheer on Doherty High. We're going to cheer on Monroe High. The Doherty High game is at, you know what, I can go ahead and share the screen, let you guys know what's really good. Boom. The Doherty High game is at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow is going to be right here. I'm going to be streaming with live good commentary. I don't know if y'all saw the last the live. It's in Albany Ford if y'all want to see the Doherty High game where they beat them other fools, Douglas High. And but so we're going to be streaming here tomorrow for those who can't make it out to Savannah. And I'm going to see what a girls game is at actually. Let's see. Let's find Monroe High School. Monroe City High. No, Monroe School. Albany, Georgia. Oh man, it might not be live streaming the girls. I'm gonna see if the girls are being live streamed, but if I can find that link, I will stream that one as well. But I know for sure that Doherty High boys gonna be at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna be streaming that sucker. Make sure y'all share the live. All right, listen, real quick, we're not gonna be here long. I always say that, but we ain't gonna be here long. Mr. James Murray of Lee County came to see me after my conversation about stop sending your kids to Lee County. We're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about, because this fed into a greater conversation about the school systems and the school programs, which is great because we got school board elections this year. School board elections are this year. So make sure, I don't know what district you in, find out who's running in your seat. If somebody's running, I think there's 3 seats up. I'm going to be sharing, of course, more information about that in the subsequent weeks. But so, of course, definitely make sure you tune in next Wednesday for the long talk, where I'm actually going to have Mr. James Murray on as a guest. He's actually going to come in Wednesday morning, 8:30. And we're going to have this live conversation about this. Stop sending your kids here, there, or wherever, elsewhere, whatever. But also, too, next Wednesday, we're going to be focusing on men's mental health. I know it's Women's Appreciation Month or Women's Historic Month or whatever we're supposed to do with women. Shout out to that. But we have a problem here in Albany, I feel. And I'm a black man, so doggone it, I got to take care of me and my peoples. The young man who just walked into the Flint River, I spoke with his family member, Fowler, and he explained to me, that he had a brother, twin or a relative that walked right in the river a couple years prior. They had lost their mother. The family has been dealing with a whole lot of trauma. And so what we have, of course, is a mental health crisis that is being displayed publicly here now. So I think some focus needs to be put on that. I'm going to be I might do some meditating and some breathing exercises next Wednesday. Who knows? But we definitely need to have that conversation about what we're doing as far as our men's mental health, because we don't have resources. We don't have outlets. And it's bad. And we trying, dog. I myself suffer from anxiety. I have anxiety attacks sometimes, and I got to chill and mellow out. Shout out to Jeremy Dollar out there, Good Life, keep me straight. Shout out to Tim, who just opened up a smoke shop downtown as well. Y'all get y'all CBD and your legal stuff. All right, real quick, I'm gonna talk to y'all about this conversation with James Murray from Lee County. But before I do, I gotta remind y'all that we are monetized on this platform. Please send us some stars on Facebook. If y'all watching on wherever the live you're watching it on, you can send us some stars, and that supports the page, helps us keep creating dope content. Send them hearts and likes, and of course, share the live. And so, yeah. I'm neglecting the comments. I'm sorry. Boom. Congratulations. That's right. Congratulations to our kids out there. Boom. That's right. Hearts and hands and love. And yes, tools are for sure needed for mental health. Like, man, let me tell you, there's so many issues that could be mitigated, if we had proper outlets for addressing our emotions that we can't express all the time. It's tough stuff. But so I'm gonna give y'all a quick brief, whatever, synopsis of this conversation that I had with Mr. James Murray. Oh, I also forgot. Shout out to Easy Copy. Make sure y'all shopping online. Doggone, we had a great day today. Shout out to everybody who placed some orders, paid invoices. I appreciate y'all. Keep shopping online. We love y'all. All right, back to this conversation I had with James Murray. Listen, y'all. This man came in here and said, I watched your podcast. I'm gonna let you know I'm on the other side. I said, okay. He said, I'm gonna explain to you why. And he started making all these points. Ultimately, a lot of his points, and again, I told him all the points that he made were valid. He said Lee County has better resources. They have better gym. They have this, they have that, they have XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Cool. He said when he took his child over there, they got better attention from the coaches. They got, all of this different stuff. All right. I said, back to my point, which was, and apparently his son, they came from Camilla. And other people come from Camilla, they come from elsewhere, and then Lee County gets kids from everywhere. Cool, understood. I said, I get that. But you left, and he explained that he had a program here, a youth sports program for 10 years, and they would raise money and had stuff with the kids and doing all kind of great stuff. Oh, shoot. Oh, real quick, pause. Yes, Black Wall Street postponed until April. Yes. We'll talk about that too. But he had all these kids that were doing stuff for years. He tried to work with Dougherty County, tried to work with the coaches here, tried to do all this stuff, and got a whole lot of pushback, got a whole lot of resistance. Money that was raised didn't go to where it should have went. All kind of problems and stuff that we know are valid issues that we have here. He then subsequently took his kid over to Lee County and has had better response, had better results. Understood. Also, too, I've also had in my inbox and on Facebook other conversations with other parents who are saying, you know what, I'm so glad you're saying this stuff because I've had a horrible experience in Lee County. I had, I took my kid over there. They didn't get the attention they needed. They didn't get this. They didn't get that. And is so that everybody's experience ain't the same. That's the first thing. So, but he went on to explain how he had all this resistance in Dougherty County. And over in Lee County, or rather, when they were trying to train the kids here, practice on the fields, they had to pay the schools here to use the fields. But Lee County offered their fields at no charge. I can't wait to have them to come on to elaborate that whole conversation because it was interesting and it was telling. But we have a situation here. Of course, we know we got chronic poverty in Albany. We know that that's one of our main issues that feed all the other issues. So, of course, we have an impoverished school system. Who is this? He's from Camilla, has kids from here. Yes, that's exactly right. Yes. And so, man, get in the comments. Get out of my inbox. Who is this guy? Anyway, jump on the live, man. If you're watching the live and he ain't gonna message me. Anyway, look, what I was gonna say. You threw me off. Anyway, my whole point, though, was I get all of that. But the problems are going to persist if we do not stay here and fix them. If our response to, I'm having issues, and granted, even if issues over time is, well, I'm just going to leave, then the problems are going to persist. The problems win. And that's not moving Albany forward. My whole point was stop sending your kids to Lee County specifically. And then he also too had a problem with me just singling out Lee County and saying that, well, they sending Dougherty just lost 2 kids to Colquitt yesterday. Okay, well, stop sending them to Colquitt too. Stop sending them everywhere. But a lot of them go just cross the border because it's easy to get to Lee County. And also, too, as far as the point about paying the students, he openly expressed that he and other parents like him, other boosters and other folks are the ones that are paying these parents and paying the bills for these folks to come to Lee County. So there was no denial there that that's happening. It's happening. And so, but they're doing it. I was gonna say under the guise. It's not under the guise of helping because it's genuinely helping. His point was, and his valid point was, his responsibility and focus was to the child and making sure that child got the best opportunity possible. Cool, valid. I love it. Yes, that's right. Alongside that, though, if this is your home, and these are the two main points. Make sure y'all get your pens and paper out on this one, then we out of here, I promise. Number one, the two main issues that Albany has to deal with, and this is the thing too. They kept saying, "Oh, you critiquing, you blaming Lee County, you blaming Lee County." I'm not blaming Lee County. I'm critiquing the behavior of the people that are from in this community, Albany. Stop sending your kids elsewhere. I'm not blaming Lee County. I'm holding us accountable now. Take the time and focus and hold these leaders that we have here accountable. If we know that, yes, these kids aren't getting the resources and the attention that they need, these coaches aren't doing the jobs that they're supposed to, following through or whatever. Yes, the school board isn't whatever, or the dyer isn't doing whatever it is. Hold these people accountable. Don't just leave. Vote in this upcoming election and get the right people in place that are going to make sure that we have the ADs that we need, the head coaches that we need, that are going to give the kids the resources and attention that they need. That's my whole focus. And the thing is, my whole point, which ain't nobody been able to adequately rebut, is that our stock of student athletes here are superior. And the point that I made in my last live, and I made to what's his name, earlier this morning, Murray, is that if we have facts, thank you. If we have the subpar system, we have the subpar school system, the subpar athletic program, the subpar coaches, the subpar whatever, but we still overcoming all of that and consistently making it to the playoffs and doing well, doggone it, that shows that further validates our students' talent, our students' greatness. Now, the problem is when they get to these stages, they get to the playoffs, what they're hearing back home is, oh, well, shoot, I don't have the support of the city. I don't got the county behind me. I don't got whatever. Maybe I'm not as great as whatever. Maybe I don't belong on this stage with all these other people because they got banners and stuff. They got parades. They got this. They showing up for their kids, showing them how great they are. But we don't have that. And so they get to these stages and then they doubt themselves because, doggone it, they got this narrative that, oh, it's better in Lee County. I would do better if I was at a different school. I'd do better if I had these different coaches, if I had these other resources. No, we have what we need. Stop feeding these lies to these kids that they don't deserve to be on the stage that they own. And doggone it, my whole issue is I'm making statements of praise for these students. And people's response is, yeah, but wait. Yeah, but wait. No, ain't no but wait, nothing. And why does that deserve a challenge? Why are you challenging my statement of praise for these kids? I'm saying they're superior. And y'all's response is, oh yeah, but what about this bad school system? What about this? And what about that? What about that? What about these kids on this stage winning right now? And god dang it, we finna go live tomorrow to support them. And if y'all ain't supporting, then hold on, what is that? These kids don't see themselves around the city. That's exactly right. I was going to go somewhere else. This comment definitely brought me back. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Anyway, I get passionate, y'all. I'm passionate. Because we see the problems and we know where the problems are. We know where the solutions are. We need accountability. Our leadership. In fact, what's so funny, after that, I had the talk with Coach Murray. It was a random customer. She comes in all the time. Miss Steph Jackson. She's dope. I asked her, I said, you got kids in the school system? She said, my kids are 30 and 20 years old. I said, okay, well, shoot. Well, when they were in the Dougherty County school system, what were some of your main issues? What do you think held, the system back from being great? One point that she made, actually, Coach Murray, when you see this, she actually said the one thing that you said is the buddy system that Albany has here. The nepotism that we have feeds this mediocrity, because he said that Murray, he said he had to get rid of his defensive coach for his 12U program, but now Joyner over at Dougherty done hired him to be the defensive coach for these high school kids. So, and that's because they're buddy. And so, thank you for your, I appreciate that. Thank you for appreciating the passion, because hey, listen, share the lie. And yeah, you agree. So yeah, we got this nepotism here that's like, yeah, let me put my homie on, let me put my homeboys on. I get that, cool, but there's a time and place for that. He said over in Lee County, there's no such system there. He says they look at the applications for the job and they point out who's going to do the most effective job, in that position, and who's going to meet the goal of getting a championship. He also further said that they have, of course, a lot of money that comes in from boosters. He said that people think that Lee County just in general has money. But he said that the boosters and the parents and things, they go out and raise this money, and they do whatever they have to do to raise it. I said, well, why don't you do the same thing here? He said, well, we tried and we did, but the money never went where it was supposed to, or just that was an issue, or they didn't want the help sometimes. And I can actually attest to that. Office Depot actually even had a program where they were trying to donate money that they raised to Dougherty County schools. But Dougherty County, they were donating to Lake Park for a time, but then Dougherty County schools stepped in, and the school board was like, nah, we don't want that. And so they started sending that money to Lee County. Our Office Depot right here sends their money now to Lee County because Dougherty County schools said, we don't want your money. The school board election is this year. I can't reiterate that enough. The school board election is this year. Please find out who these people are. Find out what district you live in. God dang it. And get some good, effective people in here who actually care about the future of our kids. What? Exclamation, question mark, exclamation. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because golly gee, oh my. With all the goddamn issues that we know we have here, all the kids that are on free lunch, I think it's like 99% free lunch here in Dougherty County, some junk like that. It don't make no sense, Dad. So I'm gonna wrap this up because this wasn't even supposed to be the long talk. Tune in Wednesday morning when I have Mr. James Murray of Lee County in. We all need the help in every way. Now, I'm telling you, we definitely do all need the help, man. But hey, tune in next Wednesday. We're gonna have a much longer talk about all these issues more in depth. And please share your comments, share the live, talk about y'all's experience with Dougherty County school system. My dad, Dr. E ain't retired. Passion send you that. Hey, you know, I'm telling you, sure do. But you know, my dad retired out of the Dougherty County school system after having done a lot, put a lot of good, strong things in place. Last jewel on the top was that 4C Academy that he helped usher in. But we know that there's a whole lot more work that has to be done. School board hires the superintendent. If y'all got issues with Dyer, if y'all got issues with how much money he's being paid and the results that we're seeing from it, then address them. Again, like, people's points are valid. And I never once said, hey, we don't have to work on our school system. We don't need better, better athletic program. Never once said that. I just said our stock of student athletes is superior because they overcome all of these obstacles. They overcome the lack of support from the city. They overcome all of these things and continue to excel. So shout out to the east side. Shout out to the south side. Shout out to the west side for getting there and staying up there. It was in the 24, 28, whatever. They almost got there to the Elite Eight. But listen, again, tune in here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for sure to check the live for the Dougherty High boys against SC Johnson. SC Johnson, a family company. Hold on, wait. What's the name? Savannah? I don't know. Okay, Johnson High. Anyway, we don't need to know who they is either because they're going to lose. So shout out to that. And man, yeah, make sure y'all tune in. I love y'all. Please. Oh, back up. I forgot the points. I told y'all to write these 2 points down and I was going to be gone. I didn't even make the points. Point number 1, there's a disconnect that need to be fixed. And 2, there's pride that needs to be had because the disconnect and the lack of pride is what makes it so easy for people to say, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go. And we need pride in our home to say, no, I'm going to stay and fix it. At the point I made earlier, like if you at your home, you ain't finna just let trash build up for years until it's just too much trash in the house to move. And you say, well, I'm just going to move now. No, you're going to take the goddamn trash out. You're going to do the dishes. You're going to vacuum, clean your house. And so that's what we need to do. We need to pay attention because this is our home. Do not abandon your home and think, oh, I'm going to go find better elsewhere. No, this is your home. Fix your home. Invest in your home. God dang. That's why I'm still here pushing for justice. Shout out to that. God dang it. That's why I'm still here pushing for justice. I know we can do it, and we're going to change the mind state of the people because it feeds from this place of mediocrity that we've been fed all our lives. Oh, Albany ain't nothing. Albany can't do. Albany ain't got nothing to do. Albany, blah, blah, blah. All this negative talk about Albany. We here to change the narrative. That's no longer anymore, which is why I'm so boldly and passionately saying our student athletes are superior. That's the new narrative. If you got some other narrative beyond that, I don't want to hear it. because you ain't telling the truth no more. Our student athletes are superior. Our stock of people is superior. Our ideas are superior. Our money is superior. Yeah, dang it. That's the new narrative. I love y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. Eastside.